Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today I thought we could just talk about YouTube burnout. And I feel like this is something that all creators go through, especially probably around this time of year or so, hitting around fall time. You start noticing creators burn out and they're not as active on their channels a lot of the times. And for me, as someone who's been doing YouTube for like 4 years now, I think it'll be 5 this summer, I can honestly say that burnout seems to hit me about twice a year, where I just feel unmotivated, uninterested in YouTube. That's not to say that I don't love the platform. That's not to say that I'm going to go anywhere or quit uploading. Like, I still love YouTube. But you know when you do something too much, you just get tired of it. You get drained of it. And that's kind of what's been going on. I know a lot of you have noticed, like, the lack of uploads. I was doing 3 times a week. I would like to get back to that. However, I don't know exactly when I'll get back to 3 days a week. Right now I've been doing good if I do 1 video a week, though sometimes I do more than that. And with this burnout, it's just hit me like in all aspects. Like, I haven't had much interest in filming. I haven't had like any interest in editing. Like, the videos I've been putting out, a lot of them have sat on my computer for months. And like, I know the what I ate in a week video, the one that went out recently, I can link it below if you want to check it out. That's sat on my computer since like October, I think, and it's now December. So this is a burnout I've been feeling for a while. I just happen to be so, like, I guess backlogged on videos that I didn't have to film. I was able to just edit and put out what I had backlogged. But I just, like I said, I've just been feeling burnout. I'm starting to feel like maybe I'm starting to come out of it a little bit. For a little while there, I was just feeling extremely uninspired with my channel. I was just feeling like everything was getting a little stale. I felt like I was doing the same stuff constantly. I still kind of feel like that. And we'll see where the new year brings us. Maybe we can mix it up. Maybe I can get some new ideas for some new content. But yeah, I was just feeling like stale with my channel and kind of bored of it. But also just bored overall with YouTube. Like, I wasn't really watching YouTube videos that much. I know I've got some friends here on YouTube that I love to support. I try to watch all of their videos, and I feel really badly because I haven't been doing that. I know that a lot of my friends' videos have just slipped through the cracks. I haven't watched or commented. I feel bad because I haven't supported them in any way. But like I said, I've just been like uninterested in YouTube. And really, I think the best thing to do when that happens is just to take a break. That's what I did last summer's time frame. I had a lot of stuff going on in my personal life, and I didn't have a ton of time for YouTube. It wasn't so much that I was burnt out back in the summer. It was more that I just didn't have the time to do it because we had so much stuff going on. And I just took a 2-week break so I could focus on all the stuff I needed to get done in my personal life. Anyone who's interested, that was around the time that our neighbor's house got fired, and we were in the process of buying the property, and it was a whole mess. I can leave links below if you're curious and all of that. You know, I've got a lot of new subscribers here who may not know what I'm talking about. But there was like a lot of like phone calls that had to be made in regards to that, because it wasn't like a normal, oh, we're buying a house. Like, in some areas it was easier, but in other areas it was more difficult because we had to find out like city ordinances and how long do we have to get the property demolished if we buy it, and finding contractors, which that's a whole other story I still need to make. Things finally finished with our contractor. I don't know if you can say that we fired him, but we wanted to fire him. It was more of an agreement of we'll pay you off and don't come back kind of a thing. But things got heated, and I've got all the text messages, and I fully intend to do a full video on it. Like I said, I've just been burnt out. Like, I think we ended things with him in the end of October, beginning of November. I think it was probably in November that we ended things with him. And yeah, like, here we are middle of December, and I still haven't done that story time yet. That still needs to happen. Also, we have been trying to reorganize our back bedroom to get things ready for the new baby, which I've completely stopped making baby videos. I'm sorry. For anyone who's interested in the pregnancy, everything's going wonderfully. Still pregnant, haven't lost the baby, in case anybody thought maybe that's why I quit filming. That's not the case at all. Actually, I really kind of quit filming about halfway through my first trimester because I just had so much exhaustion, and that's really where everything started. I was just so tired all the time that like any free time I had that I would normally spend on YouTube, I spent it asleep. And from there it just kind of snowballed into me just like really kind of losing interest in YouTube. And so I wasn't watching, I wasn't filming, I wasn't editing, I wasn't doing anything. At least not much, like the bare minimum. And the reason I haven't taken a break, which honestly I feel like would probably have been the best thing to do, is because when I took a break back in the summertime, YouTube did not like that. My views plummeted, and I've always been honest with you guys, this is like one of my jobs. I don't make a ton of money. I make about $150 a month at this point here on YouTube. However, you know, my husband and I, we aren't loaded people. And so like that helps us out. Like I can groceries, I can cover a bill, like, you know, whatever we need for that to be. And so that my like YouTube payout every month like took a hit when I took 2 weeks off. Like drastically. I went from making like 150 to 120, which maybe that's not like not drastic, like that's still a nice chunk of change. I was like, what happened? I worked so hard and that's gone now in 2 weeks, you know. So I really didn't want to just take a 2-week break and quit posting because YouTube doesn't like it. And so I've been trying to post at least once a week. Sometimes I do more than that, sometimes I do less. So far this seems to be keeping my channel pretty steady. I'm not dropping views, I'm not dropping subscribers, I'm not dropping the money. So that's good. However, I feel like it's taking me longer to like get over this rut that I've been in where I'm like, I don't want to film anything. But also, as mentioned, we're working on rearranging the back bedroom here for the new baby. And part of that was moving the futon out. So now the futon's in the dining room, which I feel like this is going to be a pretty good filming space. Like, this kind of is making me feel a little more motivated and interested because now I have like this new space and I feel like it looks better than anything else I've had before. Maybe it looks more normal to everybody else on YouTube. I don't know, anyways. So the futon's now in the dining room, what I'm sitting on right now. I feel like it looks a little odd in this space just from like a design point of view because like a futon in the dining room doesn't really go, you know, like we've got our dining room table, we've got the fish tank, we've got the china cabinet, we've got the buffet hutch, and then we've got a futon. Like, you know, it's kind of out of sorts. However, you know, I was gonna have like this giant blank wall here. So you know, and it was either get rid of the futon or put it here. It was kind of my options. And now that it's here, I feel like, yeah, it looks weird in like a day-to-day, why do you have a futon in your dining room kind of a way, but like when it comes to YouTube, like you guys don't see the rest of the dining room. And I feel like having a nice white wall behind me versus like that wooden paneling. And I don't know, I kind of like this. I'm excited about this. I feel like this feels good. Also, I've been having to try to figure out when to film. Currently, I'm filming in the middle of the night. It's probably like 9 o'clock at night right now, 9:30. Because normally I would film when my son takes a nap. Like that's just kind of been my schedule for years, a couple of years. He's only 2. I've only had him for 2 years, but for the last 2 years, it's kind of been my schedule. When he would take a nap, I would film YouTube videos or edit. And right now, we're trying to adjust him to taking naps in his big boy bed. And he's been sleeping in his big boy bed at night for almost a year. And we've had 0 issues with that. But he's struggled to take naps in his big boy bed. And so for the past year, we've just kept his crib in his bedroom. And we put him in there for naps. He couldn't get up and play, so he would lay down and sleep. And that worked. But now we've got a new baby coming, and we're trying to set up the nursery, so we took the crib out of his room, put it into the nursery, and so we're trying to get him to take naps in his big bed. And sometimes he naps, other times he skips his nap entirely. And so it's kind of been one of those of, like, when do I film, when do I edit, because it's hard to film when I have a toddler that's like climbing on me and like making tons of noise, and you know, he doesn't make things easy. And I wouldn't have it any other way. However, I'm sure videos are better for you guys to watch when I don't have a yelling, screaming toddler in my face. So this is the first that I've tried out filming, and I wasn't sure how it worked because now we're just using artificial light. Normally when I filmed before, it'd be in the middle of the day, so like we'd have the artificial light from the ring light, but we'd also have sunlight coming through, and now we don't have that. So it's just kind of like one of those, what do we do kind of a thing. So I'm filming 2 videos tonight. We'll see how they look, to see if this is something we continue doing. As is right now, from what I'm seeing, it doesn't look too bad because I think that the white of the wall is kind of bouncing off some of the white from the ring light, and I think it's kind of balancing everything, keeping it from being too dark. I feel like if I was filming in the back room with all the wood paneling, that the wood paneling would just absorb the light and it might not be so great. But as is, I feel like this might work. So hopefully this is the beginning of me coming out of my YouTube burnout and we can get back to business and regular filming schedule. I definitely intend to film a pregnancy update video. I might do that tomorrow. We'll see. Hello, dog. Help yourself. Yes, I need your butt all over me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hi. Do you want to say hi? This is Molly. For anyone who is new, this is my puppers. She's rotten. So, I guess it kind of catches you guys up on everything. Like, not a lot going on in my life, to be honest with you. I spend a lot of time at home. But I still have quite a bit of exhaustion, and so like I've been napping when my son is supposed to be napping. He's in his room. He's either napping or he's playing. He's playing quietly. He thinks he's not going to get caught. But Mama still needs her sleep. I'm not as tired or as exhausted as I was in the first trimester, but it still hits me sometimes. So, anyways, I guess it's kind of where we leave things here. So, thank you for watching. I hope this was an informative update for you and let you know where I've been and what's going on. Thank you for all your support, and hi to all my new subscribers. I know I don't come on here and say that often enough, but hello. I do see you. Thank you so much for subscribing and watching and commenting. And yeah, I guess I'll just catch you guys in the next video. Bye.